in my team.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Chicago Bulls. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. John Collins is out there with the Magician. Then it's the bodyguard. Then it's Zach LaVine.
And the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Now here's Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
I think Derrick Rose is feared as a driver of the basketball, but boy, that three-point shot has come a long way.
Here's the bodyguard. To the middle, Morant with the steal. There's the triple. And no good. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's the bodyguard. Shoots it up. Collins, good.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Got a piece of it. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. To the inside, stolen by Rose. And Langford has it in the corner. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Here's Magician, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And so it's Boston with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. Inside, here's Rose. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Here's the bodyguard. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Doris, you and I enjoy discussing pure scorers, great shooters, but guys that can score a myriad of ways. Give us a couple of names that we don't always hear about that really impress you.
Well, one young man who I think has got an...
Wow, hammering it in!
And to me, that's all started by the defense of Al Horford. This guy anticipates on the defensive end as well as anyone in the NBA.
And the Celtics looking to bounce back and make another deep playoff run.
And I think, Greg, they certainly have the talent to do it. This is a team that remains on the upswing. They have draft picks and assets. I think they are well positioned for the future.
Morant kicks to Rose. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's the bodyguard, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. A look at Chicago, third best record here in the early going. And of course, there's the Celtics, 4.5 games behind.
And for Chicago, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
I don't know of anyone who thought the road to the championship would travel through their building this season, but that just may be the case.
For three, Levine, and the Bulls, another three.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Passes it to Langford from outside the arc. That shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
And another fast break for Chicago. Bulls running. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Celtics trail by 19. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Drake.
Boy, nicely contested by Levine. He can be a smothering defender when focused.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Bulls lead by 19. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why.
Coming from a place where, base was what's driven to us every time.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got Boomer. Fresh is out there with Thunder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Well, adjusting to the NBA game for this latest class of rookies, Doris. Always growing pains, a feeling out process. It's always interesting to watch that being put together.
There are, Kev. There always seem to be a couple of welcome to the NBA moments as a rookie. Certainly you might take your lumps here and there, but this is a talented young group. Can't wait to see what they do.
I can't either. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Another one falls for Chicago. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durants, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. There's Rose with the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Bulls have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Here's the bodyguard. And the Bulls, another 3.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
The shot's good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. It's deflected, but they get it back. That one a little long. And Collins has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Here's Q, goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him. This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. So it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
In the corner, Smart with it. Shot clock at 3. Boston again missing. Here's Chicago. They're on a 20-4 run right now. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Bulls have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
You know, one of the things that Zach LaVine has worked so hard on is the ability to get to the free throw line. This guy has stated he wants to be one of the best to ever do it. Well, a great scorer gets to the foul line.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Morant passes to Langford. From the arc, Chicago grabs the miss. Well, Chicago has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Levine against Adebayo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And Levine with the slam.
Well, how about the anticipation by Levine? Gets the pick and jump starts the break. That's how it's done.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, you can see the maturity in LaVine now. Physically, he's gotten stronger. Mentally, for him, the game has slowed down. He's proving that he could be the #1 scoring option in this league.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. They've got the bodyguard. Magician is out there with John Collins. Then there's Horford, and it's LaVine in at the 2 guard.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
With the shot, again, Chicago.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
The Celtics shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Here's the bodyguard. He's got 20. And there's the pass to Magician. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Again, Chicago.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. They get a hand on it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Rose. And Horford pulls it down.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think, Greg, it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And Langford has it in the corner. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Langford's got 5.
Now that is encouraging. It's crucial that Langford continues to hone that outside jumper.
The bodyguard passes to Magician. Outside, LaVine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. LaVine's got 21 in the game.
Tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by LaVine.
Smart on the wing. No good with the triple. And so LaVine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's the bodyguard. 22 points for him. And the Bulls, another 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, Morant passes to Langford. Will it go? Clock at 2. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Down low, Morant with the steal. Another steal. Here's the bodyguard from beyond the arc and then some. The bodyguard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
To halt the run, Boston again missing.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Inside, Collins passes to Magician. LaVine for 3, and the Bulls another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Poke loose. And here's Collins from out. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to
the 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bulls out front, opening up a huge gap. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. On the floor for Boston. Boomer out there with the natural. And it's Thunder. And there's the great. And it's ABC in at the 5 spot. And so here is Chicago. Here's Silk to the left side wing. The shot nails the baby hook.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Here's ABC. No good on that one. And it's Chicago the other way. Now the Bulls with it. Here's the great to the inside. Collins, good.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's ABC. He's guarded by Collins. Here's the great. That's tipped. To the paint. And finish off by Collins.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Here's the natural. That shot off the mark. The Bulls have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Silk. Of course, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Here's the great. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. And finish off by Collins.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
There's the lob to the hoop. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Here's Chicago. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zach LaVine.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Here's the great. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's the natural. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's the great. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
From deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Right wing. With the fadeaway. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a five-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.